Hi there. So I finished, for the most part, my 6-piece block, sew together block, crazy quilt. And I finished decorating it, so I just thought I'd share what that looked like. Just let you look at it. So I made this. I mean, I'm not totally great at stuff, so I did my best. I'm new to everything, embroidery, crazy quilt. Yeah, but I'll just let you look at it for a minute. This piece was all one piece, and then I sewed a grid and put some beads. Sewed some rhinestones here. Made this little butterfly. Well, I did everything. I'm just kind of picking out. This one you can't really see, but over here I have a dove. It's light white thread, so. This I put here because this started shredding. So I'll incorporate that in the block to probably hide most of that. But one thing I really liked was this ribbon that it's almost a metallic ribbon. Don't know how well that's showing up. This was a bead heart that I had, and I just sewed rhinestones around it. This fabric was super busy, so I just inlaid beads, gold thread. I didn't do all of them, but yeah, that's what I did there. Okay, so as I said before, I've dedicated this quilt to Yahweh, which is God in Hebrew. I just don't like the word God. I prefer his Hebrew name. Anyway, he's created all things, right? He's created the birds, the flowers, and he's created all life. So I decided that I was going to incorporate things that reminded me of him in my quilt. And so if you've watched the previous quilt, you know I didn't want to tear this apart because I had already started sewing it all on. Then I took off the ones that I had not, and I have 42 squares total. And I took a block and I started decorating it. And you can see this block on a previous video of the Sabori silk. But I did this Sabori silk, and I talked about this block in there. It was sort of an ocean theme to me. It just kind of came out. This took about a week. I discussed that I didn't do all the corners. Like, this piece doesn't have much. So, and I did that intentionally because when I go and get another block, I might want to, well, for example, let me turn it this way. I might want to have something that covers both blocks. So I'm giving myself some freedom, but I still didn't listen to myself because I said I wasn't going to decorate. I was just going to focus on the stitch lines. So that's what I have to remember. So I'm done with that for the most part. Now I have, I don't know, 30-something blocks left to do. So my new goal is to focus on just doing the same lines with an embroidery pattern. I don't care whether I cover those up later or what. So, like, for example, this I used a ribbon. Well, I'm not going to install ribbon because that could change everything. I'm going to just, if I cover it up, I cover it up. My goal is just to embroider. So, as I go, hopefully it won't take me a week to do that with all these blocks. So hopefully I can get 2 or 3 done a week. So I'll come back and just let you peek at that. And one tip, I wanted this ribbon on, and I was debating on just folding it over and, you know, sewing it real tight. Instead, I opened up the seam before the silk was on. I opened up the seam and I slid that in there, and then I closed the seam up. So that is still doable, even if you know, once you start sewing. But now if I had a embroidered, like this piece here is all embroidered. If I want to put the ribbon there, I'll probably put it just on this side of it, right? Or I might cover it up depending on what it is. So anyway, just an idea. So I'm going to get going. I hope that this is encouraging you to do something as far as Crazy Quilt, because you know this is my first one, and it's for art. It's not for what do you know, when you make a quilt, use it for comfort. This will be for my treasure, I guess. So let me know if you have enjoyed this by your comments, and I hope that it's inspired you. So thanks for watching. Bye.